We live, we live. What's the motherfucking deal? Who up in the bootleg ass studio? Who gonna pull up? Hit that like button. As you get up in here, let me know who you is and where you from. Who we gonna get to follow up in this thing tonight? Hit that like button for me. Welcome to the bootleg ass studio. We got 4 people in attendance. Hit that like button. Let me know who you is and where you from. I got this roach I'm gonna light up before I light up the real deal. Evelina says, how is your morning going so far? My morning is going quite well so far. It is, it is. How about yourself? Thanks for asking. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night/morning. It is 2 a.m. here in Texas. Let me know who you is, where you from. Rip your CC, what it do? Appreciate you pulling up to the bootleg ass stew. Indubitably. We got some wild things to get up into. That big Tina bag says, hello, love your videos, but this is my first time catching you live. Man, well, I appreciate you pulling up. I'm glad you was able to catch me live. Indeed, make sure y'all hit that like button, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tina, where you tuning in from? We got Florida in the building. Florida in this motherfucking. Who else we got up in here? Let me light my situation up before we get started, man. We got alien sightings. We've been talking about aliens for years, man. I'm one who's always kind of figured there was extraterrestrial creatures. We cannot be the only intelligent life in the whole galaxy, in the whole universe. You know what I'm saying? So we getting into that. Then we getting into some family members chopping up their grandma to serve them up on a platter to the folk out here in the streets, man. It's crazy. Yeah, we got some real Jeffrey Dahmer type things we talking about tonight. Yeah, some crazy, interesting stuff. We got Cali in it big. So Tina tuning in from the Bay in Cali. That's what's up. I met some cool cats out from the Bay Area when I was actually in Winnetka, California. And they was out there. We linked up. This was like, 2007. I was like 15 at the time. But yeah, that was some real solid dudes, man. Mm-hmm. Wow, wow, wow. What's good, though? I appreciate y'all, man. We here. Sheldon Bootleg Ass Studio. Yeah. So there was this family who in Las Vegas, right? Called the police about some weird sightings. Looks to be aliens. So we have the 911 footage. We have the news is covering this, man. You know, so this ain't no BS. Now it could be some BS because I mean the media out here they fabricate some stories all the time. But what I'm saying is this is a real story. This is mainstream. This ain't just no people on the internet talking crazy. Anyway, who knows if it's true or not? It says body cam records. Body cam records UFO crash landing in a Las Vegas backyard. Residents called the police saying a couple of 8 feet tall figures with big eyes in their backyard. Black SUVs reported to the area and took aircraft and all video of the backyard. Now, this could be some government planning. I don't know. You know, they got all kinds of things where they can do and create a UFO looking object and have people out here. It's some tall motherfuckers in the world. It's some 7-8 feet tall motherfuckers around here. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't hard to get somebody to do it. I don't know. But we finna get up into it though. You know, I'm just saying, like, gotta be mindful of all the BS in the world. People be lying. People be lying all the time, man. Share this screen with y'all. Let's get up into it. Red. Now. Hold on. Was it something else? Oh, okay, yeah, that's all. I was trying to read the summary.
It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro Police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Someone calls 911 reporting 2 large figures in their backyard.
No, I'm so nervous right now.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining another officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with
He
light.
said that's what they say.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but
said, I ain't
Metro
on it.
blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear, they're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Now imagine if they didn't have any of this recorded. You know what I'm saying?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
Only reason, because we take the word of police officers before we take the word of any civilian. I don't care who you is. You got that badge on. We taking that as law. Like they can't lie. Why is that?
Investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
Oh, he was joking.
So yeah, this is quite weird, Brian was saying as we're watching this story. Now, we've been in contact with the family in that video, and as you heard in that 911 call, they seem very reasonable and honestly quite scared as you heard them in the call. No, they don't seem impaired in any way, and whatever crashed by the time that police got there was gone, but sources say that there's really no dispute. Something was in their yard. Exactly what, we do not know.
Now we have one of those family members speaking. Let's see what he's talking about.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I'm here to tell you what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I'm trying to explain.
Okay, yeah, this. My bad. Let's go.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I'm here to tell you what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I'm trying to explain the best of my abilities. This is not a conspiracy theory. I'm not making this story out for clout or fame. I just want to tell you what happened to me and my family. And I know some people are not gonna believe this, but each person is different. So this is what happened to me.
It's different.
Keep in mind, this is midnight and I'm fixing a truck in my backyard. At this point, I'm only with my brother and I hear something fall from the sky. I turn around. The only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky. And moments after, I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact fall. And me and my brother looked at each other, and we were scared. But when the impact happened, it was sort of like a shock wave, like an out of body experience. So to say, when I tried to look at the object, it was all blurry, not my vision, but only the backyard area. And I hear thousands of footsteps around me, and maybe a couple seconds later, the blurriness was gone. And here's the footage of the body.
Hold on, bro said thousands?
And I hear thousands of footsteps around me, and maybe a couple seconds later, the blurriness was gone. And here's the footage of the body, the police officer's body cam, and here's the object I'm referring to, the light. Video. Here's a Ring camera video. You could hear the bang. This is around the neighborhood. So here's.
So, did it happen while the police was there too? Because from my understanding, I thought they were alone. I'm missing something. Did I miss something, y'all? Did it happen twice? Did I miss that?
So when that happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin. So I called my dad.
And you wasn't hollering?
He went to the backyard, and he saw the same thing, the same creature I saw. He told me to go inside.
You didn't grab that strap or something? You didn't do. You call your daddy.
The house. At this point, we all freaking out, me and my family. And here's the video where we were in the backyard area. You cannot see it too good, but on camera, but it's there. Here's the video.
¡Ay! ¡Permisar! Calmugarela, me canceles var eso. Cáelo, cherro, que chitica. Cáelo, cherro.
Moments after the video, me and my brother went to go pick up my tools. Then my brother calls me, and he told me shakingly, "Look behind the forklift." So I look. Keep in mind, I'm facing the forklift.
Oh, I gotta back that up because I didn't see nothing. Did y'all see something? He talking about it's there. No, I don't see nothing.
Here's a video.
Damn it.
¡Ay!
I don't see nothing.
Permisar. Calmugarela, me canceles var eso.
How you gonna run and then have the camera facing the way you running? If you're gonna run, at least turn the camera where it was so we can see it. Damn.
Cáelo, cherro.
Moments after the video, me and my brother went to go pick up my tools. Then my brother calls me, and he told me shakingly, "Look behind the forklift." So I look. Keep in mind, I'm facing the forklift, and then I see the alien creature.
Hit that like button.
So when I saw it, it was a tall, skinny, lengthy creature. He was a gray, greenish color.
Okay.
And when I looked at it in the eyes, my body just froze. Like the same experience as having sleep paralysis. Keep in mind, I'm staring at him, and I look at his whole body.
I'll put a hex on your ass real quick. By eye contact. You ain't supposed to make eye contact with them fornicators. Okay.
And he has a weird looking feet and a big face and eyes, and you can see a big mouth. And
so if y'all come in contact with them, don't look them in the eye. You might can defeat them if you don't look them in the eye. You look them in the eye, yeah, it may get defeated. I'm just saying.
I could hear his loud, deep breathing, and I could see his stomach moving.
Okay.
He would just stare at me. Seconds later, I could start moving again.
So you was having a stare off this whole time. It didn't.
And I started.
You wasted that much time
running towards the house. That's when I called 911, and here's the 911 call.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we're terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us.
He don't sound scared.
Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it.
Okay.
And big mouth. They're shiny eyes and.
She's talking about, oh, okay. Back it up, back.
I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes and.
He ain't scared enough for me.
And they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
Y'all think it's another country fornicating with us? China, Russia. The balloons coming up over here mysteriously. I mean, I ain't putting it on nobody. I'm just raising questions. I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting for the police to come, and you could hear footsteps in the backyard area. And a loud whispering, like you could hear whisperings. We were in the living room area, and you could hear footsteps on the roof. So we waited a little bit for the police. When they arrived, they told me I told them what I saw, and they were kind of freaked out. Here's the body cam of the officer.
Now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big. That's what they say. They see like a big.
That's what they
like
say.
A big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate,
but
Metro.
So they went in the backyard, and one of the officers pointed at the floor, and it was a perfect circle. Here's a photo of the circle I'm referring to. Keep in mind, 2 officers came in my house, and one of them started running to his car, driving around the neighborhood, asking passing cars if they saw a light.
What's clear, they're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
Yeah, because my partner,
Goosebumps
he said it's validated.
He started investigating that he told me his partner, she saw a light falling from the sky. He told me he believes me because her partner reported that she saw the same light as me. Now we're walking the front yard. Then the other officer came here. Here's a video of him talking to my family.
If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
So,
moments before they left, one of the officers told me, if I see the thing again, to don't call him, just shoot him. And you can hear in the video. Here's the video.
If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
He didn't say nothing about shooting.
So they left, and we went inside the house, and we started praying.
Deal with it.
As we're praying, you can hear a loud human-like scream in the backyard. This is what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I hope you guys kind of understand what happened to me. I know it's hard to believe, but I saw what I saw, and it's kind of going viral. That's why I'm here to explain the story. I did an interview with journalist Doc Papa. I'm going to put his video on the screen.
Man.
I'm going to make a part 2 of the stuff that happened after May 1st.
Man, why you didn't put it all in here? See, you were for...
And thank you for watching the video.
I don't know, man. It's believable, but then it ain't believable because I do believe that there are some other intelligent forms of life out there, you know, whatever that is. I don't know. I'm just saying. And I feel like some of the elites have come in contact with them thousands or maybe hundreds of years ago. And we've been had contact with them. And that is why we have such technology we have. I don't know. I could be, you know, just thinking too deep into things. But, you know, I'm just saying. Then he want to make a part 2. Bro, why you didn't put it all in one video and just cut it up and then put it out like that or something? You want to make a part 2? A sequel. Run these views up. Let's get this money. Let's monetize it. I don't know. What's good though? Who we got? See, Will edited just tapped in. Got Smoke Johnson in this motherfucker. Say, yeah, he telling the truth. And they probably told him to not say much about it. Could be, but it sounds like he's spilling them beans. They done made the news. Maybe, keep it vague. I don't know. What's good? What do you do, Damien? We just gonna say Damien up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to butcher that. Appreciate y'all pulling up to the bootleg ass studio. We up in here. Y'all buying it? Y'all think it's kept? Y'all think it's for real? I'm straddling the fence. Man. Because I don't know. Just don't know. I feel like it's a distraction of something. The government putting their foot in this, possibly, to distract us from something. Because why all of a sudden do we want to broadcast the alien landing and all this stuff? I don't know. I could be looking for anything, but let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Y'all enlighten me. Stephanie Lynn says, morning from Brooklyn. What it do from East Texas up in there, motherfucker? Kate, appreciate you for pulling up to the bootleg ass studio. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, and you are, but y'all chose to be right here and share the bootleg ass studio. Oh God. Shrekken Ghost. Damien Shrekken Ghost. Or Ghost. Shrekken Ghost. Appreciate you for pulling up to the bootleg ass studio. Yeah. CC. I'm on the fence. Yeah, I'm on the fence too. Definitely a cover up, says Damien. Yo, I feel like it could be a cover up for something too. Yeah. Yeah. Wild stuff happening every day. Now, speaking of wild, crazy, a Maryland woman is accused of murdering her mother, then trying to hide the remains with the help of her own daughter. According to police in Prince George's County, 44-year-old Candace Craig and 19-year-old Celia Hardy are facing charges following the death of 71-year-old Margaret Craig inside her Landover, Maryland home. Based on additional evidence gathered at the home, as well as multiple interviews, the preliminary investigation suggests Candace Craig murdered her mother on May 23rd, 2023. The Princeton, Georges County Police Department said in a statement the following day, Hardy helped her mother attempt to dispose of the remains. Diesel. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get up into this.
Prince George's County in Maryland. Of course, we're following a story there, and I want to put a tweet from our Fox 5 team as the Maryland mother and daughter have been charged in the murder of 71-year-old grandmother. Police say they found human remains in a trash bags in the basement and a chainsaw. They both appeared in a Prince George's County courtroom this afternoon at 1:15 p.m. Eastern. Of course, following this very closely here on Live Now from Fox, as authorities say a mother and her daughter have been charged in connection with murdering the family's grandmother. Police have charged 44-year-old Candace Craig with first and second-degree murder. Her 19-year-old daughter is also charged with accessory after the fact. Let's take you out to some remarks here, live, raw, and unfiltered on Live Now from Fox.
Yeah, what can you say as far as what happened at the hearings today? No bond status. I missed part of it. Was it said that all of the victim and the two defendants lived all together?
So the victim and okay, we believe that the victim and the two defendants were all connected to the house in some way. Obviously, they were all related. And today, the two defendants were held without bond in this case.
And do we know how she actually died at this point?
At this point, that is still under investigation. The ME is involved, and hopefully we'll have a cause of death shortly.
Is that something that can be determined with a body that mutilated, or is that?
With the extent of the injuries, with the dismemberment, it is going to be very difficult. I think that the ME's office will do their best to give us a cause and manner of death. But in this case, which is unlike any case I have ever seen or experienced here in the county, to say it's disturbing is an understatement. It's horrifying. The allegations contained in the statement of charges is just heartbreaking. One of the things that I wanted to mention is that this is Elder Abuse Awareness Month, and it's important, I think, to note in this case that someone related to our victim was concerned enough about her whereabouts that they reached out to do a welfare check. And the Prince George's County Police Department is a wonderful resource, as well as all of our municipal departments. They do these welfare checks because of someone caring enough to reach out, because our department was doing its job. We uncovered a horrific crime.
I don't know. I feel like somebody snitched. Y'all ain't just do no welfare awareness check. Welfare check like that. What they chop her up and do what they did for? Like, did they have some type of insurance policy out? You know what I'm saying? Or did they just, what was their motive?
And so our job now is to ensure
was they just tired of dealing with
justice, and that is what we're going to do. Jess Garth, who's the chief of our Special Victims and Family Violence Unit, I'm going to ask her to come up and talk a little bit about, some of the facts as we provided in court today for those of you who weren't there. So, Jess.
Good afternoon. As the state's attorney said, somebody did come forward and contacted the police department and asked the police to do a welfare check. At the time that the officer arrived at the home, they were allowed to enter the home by...
Hold on. She just said it? I kind of zoned out.
Somebody did come forward and contacted the police department and asked the police to do a welfare check. At the time that the officer arrived at the home, they were allowed to enter the home by one of the residents. In the basement, they uncovered the putrefying remains of the decedent in this case. They locked down the scene. They went and got a search warrant. And what they uncovered was, as the state's attorney said, one of the most disturbing crimes I think that this county has seen, at least, in recent times. It looks like there was some sort of a disagreement between Miss Craig and her mother, the decedent. Sounds like at that time she opted to take the life of her mother. And then after that, she and her daughter dismembered the body, we believe using a chainsaw, and then attempted to dispose of the parts of the body using fire on a grill and in a bonfire, according to the investigation so far. This is a case that's still under investigation. We do anticipate that we'll have additional facts that we...
Yeah, because what kind of disagreement you having with your mama at 71 years old, man? So bad that you go and do what you do, get a chainsaw and dismember her, I done heard of some crazy things. I done heard of people doing it for insurance policies, even though I ain't saying that's good. I'm just saying I done heard of it. They're trying to get rich. You know, their dollar brings out all kinds of evil and wickedness in people. These people were just evil and wicked with no greed. They were just mad and upset. Oh, so we just gonna chop you up. Goofy.
We develop along the way. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Is there any guess as to how long she may have been died before the police were called?
I don't know. There is some indication that the fire department was called out on May 27th to investigate one of the fires that was being used to dispose of the body parts, but further than that, I can't say.
So at least almost like a week, I guess. And
yes.
Ben, I mean, obviously, we've kind of gotten to recognize you a little bit because you've been involved with some pretty gruesome cases.
Unfortunately, so.
Yeah, some pretty unfortunate stuff. And up there, you kind of talked about how this is one of the worst that you've ever seen.
Yes.
Add a little more context out here.
Sure. Well, you know, I talk a lot about.
Why? Because they black. I'm sure it's been a whole lot of egregious acts.
Domestic.
Similar. Because I've heard of some wild things, and this ain't nothing different than some of the wild stories. You know what I'm saying? The only thing different about it is you did this to your mother, an elderly person. But you've heard of these stories before. Like family do it to each other. It's wild. But I guess in Maryland, she hasn't seen this. Maybe that's the point she's making.
Violence, and often it's in the context of intimate partner violence, but family violence is, just as much a part of domestic violence. And in many ways, we're talking about people who, they are supposed to be protecting one another, caring for one another. When you're talking about your elderly parents as they get older, it's our duty as children to protect our parents. And certainly our duty to not murder them and then to dispose of them in such a gruesome way. When I think about this case, I think about how hard it is to actually dismember a human body. I mean, some people have difficulty, even cooking food, dealing with things like raw chicken. When you're thinking about a body and then burning it, it just
Nah, for real though, I had some dull ass chicken shears, and I was trying to cut the wings up, trying to make some drums and flats. You know what I'm saying? The bitches were giving me hell. I had to go ahead and get a sharp knife and cut on through it. You feel me? So yo, them bones ain't easy to just get through.
It's very hard for me to think about, especially when you're talking about somebody who gave birth to you, who raised you.
Where the hell they get a chainsaw from?
So yeah.
Ain't too many black people just walking around with a chainsaw, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from Texas. We in that country. I know some country folk, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Who got land and got tractors and all kind of things. They may have a chainsaw, but not too many people own a chainsaw. You feel me? Where you get that from?
How exactly she was killed?
As the state's attorney said, our medical examiner's office is going to do everything that they can do. It is possible that some of the evidence was destroyed, that we may need to determine the exact, way that she was taken from us. But I think it's safe to say that this case will be ruled a homicide.
Any update on the knife that was on the floor and then was missing when the police went back?
I don't have any particular details. I do know a search warrant was executed. They collected many different tools, and they'll be tested for DNA and for blood as well.
And we heard from Jess in court, but Madam State's Attorney, is this the most gruesome murder that you've seen in your time?
I mean, absolutely. On so many different levels. The fact that this was a mother, I don't believe I've had a case where a mother was killed by a daughter. And I certainly don't believe I've ever seen a case where a mother
before, though.
was not only killed by her daughter, but dismembered by.
I ain't never heard them just do it without no insurance policy and at least trying to get there, because your ass gonna get caught anyway. You're gonna get caught, so you ain't gonna get that insurance policy. But in their head, they can get away with it. So I done seen that. Not too many times where I've seen it where they just do it out of,
her daughter and her granddaughter. So just the thought of people who are in your lineage, people who are supposed to be carrying on your legacy, being a part of your demise is almost unbelievable.
I done reacted to some
And
crazy
then
stories in Maryland.
not only but the death, but the dismemberment of the body being found in multiple bags, decaying in a home. I'm at a loss.
Slightly different subject. Can I just ask one more? Were these like trash bags, gym bags, like?
The information I have is that they were plastic bags, but I don't know the size at this time.
So some sort of trash bag type thing.
I would imagine.
Okay.
And was this home the grandmother's home?
Yes.
And they were probably living and mooching off of.
Let's dig on it a little more.
Yeah,
I learned that
sure.
he was on probation potentially at the time of the alleged attack on the bus thing in the district. Not registered in any school anywhere. It's also been determined. Should DJS have been supervising this child? If the child is on probation, should someone have been making sure he was kind of in school and living life?
You know, because
failure with DJS.
knew you were going to ask that question. I think it's fair to say I've had a number of conversations with DJS, and as late as Friday, I've been in contact with the new Secretary of Juvenile Services. I think that
Answer the
DJS
question.
is, in many cases,
I hate when they dance all around. She answered this question straight to the point. God damn it.
overwhelmed, just like other
agencies,
especially public safety agencies. But we all have to do better because our young people have to be in school. Those who are on probation actually have to be supervised. And if they are supposed to be participating in programs, then they have to be accountable for participating in those programs. I think that there's a lot of work to be done at DJS. I think and I've spoken to the governor personally about it, and he's committed to looking at resources that we need to add to our Department of Juvenile Services to ensure that the services that they do provide are actually meaningful to the people who they serve. A lot of the services are really controlled at the state level, but those of us on the ground know what our kids need, and if we could get more of those resources locally, I think we can make a better impact and have programs that will better meet the needs of our young people. But we have to hold them accountable. Oftentimes what I hear is that DJS has done all that they could do for a child. Whether or not that child is successful in completing the program offered by DJS, then they will just discharge them, partially because of the new laws and the limitations on the amount of time that a child can be under the supervision of the Department of Juvenile Services. So I think in many ways, everyone has, I don't want to say failed, but everyone has probably gotten it wrong a little bit. So our state legislature, we're asking them to rethink and relook at some of the laws, especially the laws that speak to punishment or sanctions that a child can experience. Certainly rehabilitation is the goal of the juvenile justice system, and so we don't want to over-incarcerate kids, but some of our kids need more supervision, more structure, and some of them need to be confined for a period of time, and they actually have to show improvement. They just can't be discharged because the program timing has run out. You know, that's just not fair to the child. It's not fair to the community either.
They done their time.
So there's a lot of work that we need to do.
They ain't learned a damn thing.
DJS, I believe the new secretary knows that he has a lot of changes to make. So, thanks. Thank you.
She ain't say. She said a bunch of nothing.
Georges County, certainly a disturbing, a horrifying.
Yeah. Crazy shit. Speaking of some crazy shit with family, man. This man right here. Let's get up into this, man. Says man contracts deadly flesh-eating infection after being bit by a relative while trying to break up a fight at a family function. Yo. I don't know what they were trying to do with grandma, man, but that was horrific. And this right here is wild as well. Let's get up into it. The Walking Dead, huh?
Now you just see not just a scar, but the beauty of the aftermath.
Donnie Adams says he's healing because of his doctors and the power of meditation and prayer.
I never would have imagined that a human bite would turn into something so horrific as a flesh-eating bacteria.
That motherfucker ain't brushing his teeth. They got some real gum disease going on. Why it ain't eating his mouth out? He immune to it. Damn.
Adams got in between two people at a family event in February when things got sour and was bit. He went to the hospital for a tetanus shot and antibiotics.
By the third day, my leg was very sore. I couldn't walk. It was very warm. It was very painful.
Signs of an infection. Adams
nasty.
rushed to the ER at HCA Florida Pasadena Hospital.
And I looked at him and I said, I need to take you to the operating room.
Dr. Fritz Brink found something worse than what he expected. Necrotizing fasciitis, a flesh-eating bacteria.
They assessed my wound, and it was very horrific. It was unbelievable, but nevertheless, all in my mind, I felt like I just had to get through whatever this was.
Dr. Brink performed a second surgery, cutting out all the infected tissue out of Adam's leg, all because of a human bite.
There's a lot of really bad bacteria that live between our teeth, by our gums, just in our mouth.
If I would have waited till the next day after that ER second visit, there was a good chance I would have lost my leg.
And possibly into septic shock, which can be fatal, and it was for Adam's brother at the age of 47.
Who is this family member? This had to have been the family crackhead. Yeah, this had to have been the family crackhead or something. Something. Because what the hell?
Dr. Brink says this is a reminder if you have a wound and are experiencing redness, warmth, or are in more pain, then go see your doctor immediately. These are all signs that the infection is worsening. In St. Pete, Brittany Muller, 8.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Hit that like button, though. Who we got up in the building? Stephanie Lynn. What he do? Lisa Lee up in there, motherfucker. What's good? What's good? They say the human mouth is the dirtiest thing. I've heard that, but I beg to differ, man. I beg to differ. The way dogs be licking their ass and stuff, and they want to say, I think, and don't get me wrong, I know it's a lot of dog lovers out there. My fiance is one, and we have a beautiful pit bull. But yeah, I think they just be saying it to make it acceptable to have their dogs licking all in the face and stuff. I can't get with it. So they say the dog's mouth is actually cleaner than the human. I don't know. That's what they say, though. It is what they say. What's good, man? I appreciate y'all pulling up to the bootleg ass studio. They on some Texas Chainsaw Massacre mix. At least they didn't go to a chili cook-off and feed their grandmother the people. Man. These they did that to grandma. To grandma, man. 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 Appreciate y'all pulling up to the bootleg ass studio. On God, hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Indubitably, we up in here. Yo. So let's keep it pushing. Check this out, man. Imagine this right here. You in court, but you're not in court. You in your own house. You virtual court. You blaze up a tree. This is just a roach. You know what I'm saying? We want to spark up the roach. You blaze up a tree. Off cam, though. Maybe it's off cam. I don't know. I ain't saw the video, but we finna see it together. Anyway, it ain't lit. But you get my drift. You try to hit it off cam, but get caught. Now you're facing a drug charge. Says man facing drug charges caught smoking weed during virtual courtroom. Damn. Sam. Hit that like button for me one time. Let's get up into this.
Next, we're in district court in Ann Arbor, Michigan. 36-year-old Anthony Lane is before Judge
Check him
Cedric
out.
Simpson for a virtual conference. 6
It
months
is
earlier,
lit.
Lane was charged with 1 count of possessing methamphetamine or ecstasy and 1 count of possessing a narcotic, cocaine, or heroin.
You already in there for drugs already, my G? Come on.
Today, Lane is requesting to waive his right to a probable cause hearing and have his case sent straight to circuit court.
Mr. Lane, please state your name for the court.
Anthony Lane. Good morning, sir.
All
right. How you doing?
A waiver for continued plea negotiations and resolution in circuit.
You understand you'll not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution? Yes, sir.
Everything seems to be going as planned until the judge asked the prosecutor if he also agrees to waive the probable cause hearing.
People also waive their right?
Your Honor, I'll agree to waive, but I do want to make a statement on the record. It appeared that earlier in this time block that Mr. Lane was rolling a blunt and might have been
Look at him.
smoking.
Oh my God. That's a guilty motherfucker. Look, that's a guilty look right there. But check him out. Check out his initial reaction. You feel me? Check him out.
And
nigga, that's you. You stink. He tell like he smells some stink. Nigga, that's you. You did that.
in this time block that Mr. Lane was rolling a blunt.
Okay.
And might have been smoking.
Earlier that day, while Lane waited in the virtual courtroom, he decided to have a smoke.
You would what? Ain't no way. So he in the waiting room, quote unquote, virtual waiting room.
Another defendant waiting for the judge did a double take when he noticed what Lane was up to. While recreational marijuana use is legal in Michigan, Lane is out on bond and strictly prohibited from taking any drugs or controlled substances.
So it's other people that can see you. You know they can see you.
Lane looked cautiously out the vehicle's window, but paid no attention to the phone in front of him that was broadcasting what he was doing, not only on the internet, but directly to the court. He continued smoking during the session and flaunted the blunt up close while Judge Simpson was handling other cases.
Bruh, that's the goofiest thing you could do. You can't even smoke a cigarette in real court. So why would you think you could do that while you were in virtual court? Like,
court staff took notice and informed the prosecutor.
Your Honor, given that information, I guess we need to adjourn the PCC so Mr. Lane and I can speak further before we wait.
Yeah. I think that might be wise. Mr. Lane, you understand what's happening now?
Yeah.
As part of his bond conditions, Lane is also supposed to be taking regular drug tests.
When's the last time you tested?
2 weeks ago.
You were supposed to be testing 2 times per week.
Them eyes got big. Yeah. Them eyes got big, man. He was like 2 weeks ago? Yeah.
2 weeks ago?
You were supposed to be testing 2 times per week.
I tested back to back.
Okay, but have you tested this week?
No, sir.
I'm also going to order that you're to report to Community Corrections today for a test.
Goofy.
Your Honor, I have no ride today.
You better find somebody to get you a ride down here.
Oh, man. You better get you a Uber, my G. What if he say, all right, that's all right. I'm going to send a squad car to come pick you up. Oh, I got a ride. Matter of fact, my baby mama, she'll drop me off. Man, hold on, bro.
Today for a test.
Hold on, man. We got to back it up.
No, sir.
I'm also going to order that you're to report to Community Corrections today for a test.
Your Honor, I have no ride today.
Well, you better find somebody to get you a ride down here. I'm ordering a test. You're the one that brought this on yourself by what you did. So I'm ordering a test today.
Okay,
if you don't test today, I'm going to be issuing a warrant to have you picked up.
But as the judge moves on, Lane lingers on the call and lets out a laugh.
You keep laughing, Mr. Lane. I don't think you want to do that. Not with me. You better take yourself off.
Don't do that to him. He laughing out of nervousness. That's what that is, Your Honor. Come on now, Your Honor. He's laughing out of nervousness, man. That's not I'm laughing at, I don't give a fuck laugh. That's not what that was, Your Honor. The man over there tripping in his, he got butterflies in his stomach and shit right now. He going to jail. You gotta laugh to keep from crying, Your Honor.
Before you think things are too funny. Thank you.
I wasn't laughing at you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Court calls case, People versus Chandler Langston.
Ooh, look at them eyes.
Lane never made it to Community Corrections that day, nor did he appear at his next conference.
That's what he was laughing about. Bro said, you can do all that shit you want. I ain't gonna be there. You can send whoever you want to. I ain't gonna be here. Man, he said, I ain't going. You're gonna have to come find me.
Judge Simpson issued a warrant for his arrest and revoked bond. His case remains open.
Wow. That man did a magic trick on their ass. He vanished. That man called ghost. Oh God, that boy got some yonder way. That boy, pew, pew, he out the door. Oh God. Y'all had man fucked up. Y'all thought y'all had y'all thought he was gonna come down there and take a drug test. That's what he was laughing about. He said, y'all thought I would. Man. Anyway, that's wild. They're wild. Hit that like button, man. Yo, dude tripping. Like, what you thought was gonna happen, man? You sitting here smoke. He ain't give a fuck about nothing. He in his own world. He just, he ain't give a fuck about nothing. He may as well not even showed up for court. For virtual court. Like, what the heck, bro? You went through all of that to make it worse on yourself to end up in the same position that you would have been in had you not even shown up. They would revoked your bond and all that type of stuff just by not showing up. But nah. Anyway, let me know how y'all feel in the comment section about that. Buddy wasn't going for it. He said, nah, y'all, yeah. I'm gonna send my AI bot. Anyway, man, that's it for the night. I appreciate y'all for pulling up to Sheldon's Bullet Gas Studio. It's been fun. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are a newcomer or if you are a returning viewer trying to decide if you fornicate with the channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got to go ahead and call it a night or a morning, rather. It is my night, though, because, you know what I'm saying, I get out work, come to, you know what I'm saying, shoot the shit with my peoples on here. And yeah. So we out. Till next time, though, I'm going to need y'all to be cool out the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes like you're supposed. And we out.